of DCP, Shalakha has urged those he defeated to work together to ensure residents in Kabras are well served.
Shalakha of ID number 21064-305 has been duly elected as a member of County Assembly for West Kabras ward of Kakamega County in the election held on 26th day of February 2026.
And I know there are those who voted for me, and others had their rights. And this is deliberately, I call upon them that we are going to work as a team. There's nobody, I don't know who voted for me. I cannot choose and detect that this one did not vote for me. I'll be now their leader to serve as their servant with equality and equity.
And Tubi Mohammed Tubi of UDA has been declared the new member of parliament for Isiolo South. This is after he got 7,352 votes, defeating his sister and Jubilee Party candidate, who received 634 votes in the constituency. In the constituency, they were choosing a representative after following the death of their dad, Tubi Mohammed.
Wako sure na wako sawa ndani ya chama ya UDA. And in one incident here in Kina, we were able to identify bribery happening just behind the election room. And also we've also seen a group of politicians coming here and sitting down. We strongly believe that this is a violation of...
We don't have voters' bribery within the precincts of polling stations. Polling stations are 400-meter radius area. That's the definition of a polling station.
Kuna ile upole na unajua unyenyekevu wakati ya Ramadhan huwa Waislamu wanakuwa naye. Hawataki kuonekana ya kwamba wanafanya siasa mingi ama vitu ya uhasama na nini. Lakini licha ya hiyo tunaona ya kwamba upigaji kura sasa kiwango inaendelea kupanda. Asubuhi ilikuwa chini kidogo, lakini saa hii inaendelea kupanda.
And the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission IEBC has declared Duncan Muratia and Peterson Jeru as winners of the Evurori and Muminji by-election in Bere North constituency, Embu County. Duncan Muratia of the UDA party won Evurori with 7,853 votes, while Peterson Jeru secured Muminji with 3,207 votes. The polls were held to fill vacant seats after previous MCAs resigned to contest in other elections.
Wazazi wangu walikuwa natisha mimi akisiko ninalala, but I thank God for what my people have done. Nimengangana hii kitu miaka mingi, and I want to promise watu wa Evuroi sasa ndio tumepata kiongozi.
Ningerudisha shukrani kubwa sana kwa watu wa Mumenje kwa kunipea kura kwa wingi, na kwa kuwa na imani kwamba naweza watumikia. Sasa leo ni siku yangu ya kuwarudishia shukrani na kuambia kwamba mimi niko tayari kama nilivyoahidi wakati wa kampeni. Sasa ni wakati wangu wa...
Away from that, Deputy Inspector General Eliud Lagat has issued a stern warning to criminals across the country, saying security agencies are ready to take action. Speaking at a meeting with senior security officials from all regions, Lagat urged police officers to conduct operations targeting gangs that have been terrorizing residents. He emphasized that coordinated crackdowns are necessary to restore safety and security in affected communities.
Usika criminal activities, we are warning them kwamba hawana nafasi katika Kenya ya sasa. Iwe ni panga boy, drugs, pombe, the agencies yote ya serikali will deal with you. Usika criminal activities, we are warning them kwamba...
The Kenya Medical Practitioners and Pharmacists and Dentists Union KMPDU has issued a strike notice to Meru County government demanding that doctors' grievances be addressed before March 6th. The union accuses the county administration of imposing poor contract terms on doctors and delaying promotions, warning that failure to resolve the issue could lead to a work stoppage.
We met doctors yesterday. This was following a strike notice that we issued on 25th of this month, the strike that will commence on 6th of March 2026. These are issues that the doctors have been bearing for quite a long time, the matters of promotions. We have doctors in Meru County who have not seen any promotion for a long time. They were saying they will hope that the promotions will come with Mama. It did not come. Now they were hoping that Baba will do the promotion. They have not seen those promotions, and instead the board and the managements have been taking them in theatrics of circles. You are a consultant in the hospital, offering services as one, but then being paid as the medical officer intern or even less. So these are the concerns that we have, number one. Number two is the issue of contractual employment of doctors. We call it casualization. That many counties has a big need of doctors, but they have instead opted to an easier way of engaging doctors on locum or paying them some funny contractual terms that are not dignifying, that are not allowed anywhere. There is no any hospital in this country that is paying doctors the same way Meru County is doing. And these are things that we have already discussed in the national strike. These are things that are well documented, and actually there's a court order which need to give directions on that.
Wengi wametoka kazi, karibu madaktari 33 wametoka kazi, na hakuna wale wamekuja kwa replace. Kwa hivyo kufikia wiki ijayo tarehe 6, madaktari wote katika hospitali zote za Meru, hospitali za Maua, Meru zote ambazo zinasimamiwa na serikali gatuzi ya Meru watashiriki mgomo, na tunawahimiza
Now elsewhere, the Trans Nzoia County government has rolled out a program to provide seeds to small farmers across the region. Speaking at the launch, Governor George Natembeya said the initiative aims to enhance food security, increase crop yield, and improve the economic well-being of local farmers. He added that the program is part of broader county efforts to support agricultural growth and sustainability.
Wanalisha Kenya sio wale ambao wanalima mashamba kubwa. Hapa Trans Nzoia wale wenye mashamba kubwa wanalima mbegu ile seed. Lakini wale ambao wanalima mahindi ambayo wanauza inaenda paka nafika kwa supermarket kama unga ni wale wakulima wadogo wa shamba dogo 1.2. Hao ni wanalisha taifa la Kenya. These are the unsung heroes of Kenya.
Nina furaha sana. Maana tumekuwa na wasiwasi mvua ikinyesha hatukuwa na mbegu, lakini sasa hizi tumefanikiwa, tumepata.
Meanwhile, residents of Kilifi County have welcomed the ongoing visit by the National Anti-Corruption and Development Committee (NADCO) across various counties. During the committee's visit to Kilifi, locals shared their views, emphasizing the need for the government to act on issues highlighted in the committee's report. Some residents raised concerns over delayed public projects, mismanagement of funds, and lack of basic services in certain areas. They urged the committee to ensure that authorities address these matters promptly to improve accountability and service delivery.
Pambana na ufisadi katika kaunti ya Kilifi na katika serikali ya kitaifa. Wametaka kwamba barabara zingine ambazo zipo chini ya utekelezaji wa serikali ya kitaifa kama Kura na Kera ziweze kupeanwa kwa county government, ili kwamba serikali ya kaunti ambayo inajua barabara nyingi sana katika eneo la mashinani humu katika maeneo kama ya Chonyi, Rabai, ziweze kutengenezwa na serikali ya kaunti.
Kitu muhimu ambacho labda serikali ingeweza kufanya ilikuwa ni kuhakikisha kwamba zile taasisi ambazo ni the independent offices ambazo zimetengenezwa kulingana na sheria ziweze kuwa strengthened. Kama ni IPOA, kama ni EACC, kama ni Auditor General, yani kama ni Senate, hizi ofisi ziwe ziko strengthened na ziko kivyake independent, kiasi ya kwamba kama kutakuwa kuna wabunge ambao wameenda kinyume na yale matakwa ambayo yako katika sheria, basi Senate iwe inaweza ikasimama ikazungumza independently na ikaweza kuleta mabadiliko katika jamii zetu.
Ningependa kuangazia swala la agenda 10 points ile ya enhance youth opportunities. Kwa upande wa youth opportunities, ningeonelea serikali ingeangazia sana, maana janga hili la kukosa ajira limekithiri mipaka kwa namna ambayo vijana wamejiingiza kwa mambo ya wizi na wamejiingiza kwa hizi vitu za kupora watu mali, wameingia kwa mambo ya scamming kwa sababu ajira hakuna. na ningependa serikali iangazie opportunities ambazo zitasaidia sana vijana.
Tunaangalia mambo ya cost of living, article 43 ambayo yamewekwa pale, na nakumbuka the two principles walikuwa wameona hilo ni muhimu sana. Mambo ya no more than the 2/3 inclusion in the various sectors within
And Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi has assured that funds raised from the sales of shares in various companies will be directed to vital government projects. Speaking in Kisumu County, Mbadi criticized some leaders for allegedly misleading Kenyans with claims suggesting mismanagement of the proceeds. He emphasized that the government remains committed to transparency and using the funds for initiatives that benefit the public.
For KPC, 106 billion, and I'm getting money from Safaricom, 244 billion. Tutaweka pamoja kwa National Infrastructure Fund, then we will do Korusoin, we'll do other dams in the country, and we will also do our airport, which is stuck, and we do other things which can bring economic growth. That is the way to go. Si maneno ya kusema hati hii ni jewel yetu tunachunga nini, and we have no water to, we have no water to irrigate to feed our people. People are dying, and you are saying we are protecting KPC. You are protecting it to do what for us? That is what we are going to do. Ama namna gani? Hiyo ni mbaya ama ni mzuri? So that is the strategy of the government. Let me move quickly.
And moving on, Oyugi Mwanganga has resigned as the Deputy Governor of Homa Bay County, citing persistent obstruction in the execution of his duties. Speaking on Thursday, Mwanganga said that after deep reflection and wide consultations with leaders, supporters and his family, he had resolved to step down from the office. Mwanganga was appointed in 2022 general elections as the running mate to Governor Gladys Wanga. He noted that the working environment has made it impossible for him to effectively serve the people of Homa Bay.
I have resolved to resign from the office of the Deputy Governor with immediate effect. Since assuming office, I have endeavored to discharge my mandate with integrity and loyalty to the people who elected us. However, beginning December 2025, I was denied access to my official office. When my leave lapsed in January 2026, I remained locked out and unable to resume my official duties. While undertaking official duty in Nairobi, the official vehicle assigned to me or to my office was repossessed without prior.
Now allow us to take a quick short break and we will be back shortly.
Hereby invalidate the results for this polling station. Thank you very much.
The law does not allow us to open the box to confirm what the PO was trying to explain to us. And for that reason, we validated the results for that polling station. So, and the law, as he read is the election regulation and the election general regulation, regulation 83(1)(c).
Are we allowed to ask questions?
Now, in business news, the Ministry of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs has launched the National Blue Economy Strategy to guide the sector from 2025 to 2030. Through the strategy, the government aims to attract investment and grow sector earnings from 40 billion shillings to 350 billion shillings by 2030. The plan also targets an increase in fish production from 163,000 metric tons to over 450,000 metric tons within the same period.
to have a national blue economy strategy that the private sector here, the development partners, the communities, the associations in the entire fraternity can unpack and have bankable projects and investment projects that can be able to raise the blue economy sector from the current earnings of 40 billion to at least 80 to 100 billion in the next 2 years and 350 billion by 2030.
For too long, the blue economy has been treated as peripheral rather than foundational to our economic planning. This strategy corrects that. It explicitly positions the blue economy and fisheries as core drivers of our growth, fully aligned with our aspirations under the Vision 2030 and the Sustainable Development Goals.
Now, manufacturers are struggling with compliance under Kenya's electronic tax invoice management systems, slowing full adoption of the platform. At an industry forum bringing together tax and technology experts, law awareness and operational challenges were cited as the main cause of the compliance gaps under the system implemented by the Kenya Revenue Authority. Experts called for increased sanitization and technical support to improve compliance among manufacturers.
The team has been around for the last close to 3 years. The taxpayers were not aware of how to use it or how to use it consistently. Taxpayers are also not aware of the repercussions of not being e-Teams compliant or tax compliant for that matter, whereby you might not necessarily be able to claim your expenses, which means you pay more taxes just because you can't offset your income versus your expenses. And then on top of that, we've seen solutions that don't necessarily solve customers' issues. And a lot of the time, taxpayers also don't get the support they need from various solution providers.
Now, Kenya has launched a tourism charm offensive targeting Europe as the government seeks to increase visitors' number from the region. Tourism Cabinet Secretary Rebecca Miano says the country is deploying a delegation of more than 30 travel trade partners to key European markets to Kenya. The team, drawn from tour operations, hoteliers and destination marketers, will engage European travelers, agents and industry players to boost travel and tourism earnings.
Berlin is one of Europe's premier tourism exhibitions or travel exhibitions. It is a really huge forum that brings together over 5,800 exhibitors across the globe. And therefore, you can just see the magnitude and the size of that exhibition. Kenya will leverage on ITB, Germany. We intend to go there and have discussions business to business, but while at it, we want to position Kenya as one of the premier destinations.
And leaders and stakeholders meeting at the Coastal Agricultural Summit in Malindi have called for urgent reforms to unlock the region's cash crop potential, citing strong existing markets demand locally and internationally. The government says the proposed reforms will focus on boosting production, improving value addition and strengthening market across the coastal farmers. Stakeholders noted that with the right policy support, investment and modern farming practices, coastal cash crops could significantly rise farmers' incomes and drive regional economic growth.
Wewe ni mkulima kwa sababu wewe ni mwanabiashara. Wafanya ukulima si kwa kula kwako tu peke yake. Wafanya ukulima ili utengeze pesa mfukoni. Kwa hivyo lazima uanze na wewe. Tuonyeshe mori na ari, alafu kupitia serikali kuu na serikali ya county government na mashirika cooperatives, muwe na sauti moja wakulima, hakika utafika mbali.
That in order for us to protect the small scale farmers who are being contracted by the processors themselves, we want to make an appeal to the processors. When you sign a contract or when you extend your production to a farmer, it is important that you protect that farmer, so that you do not ask a farmer to grow a crop which you are not prepared yourself.
Finally, it's a wrap for EBN News at 1 p.m. Many thanks for watching. My name is Leticia Afandi. Enjoy the rest of your day.